Hi and welcome! In this video, I am going to talk about how to import spatial data into GIS working environment. First of all, let's get ourselves some data. For this purpose, we are going to use London Data Store. Let's click on the tab called Data. On the left-hand side, you can see different navigation elements, which could also be called as metadata, grouping various datasets according to their topics or formats. At this stage, we are interested in the formats only, and we can see around 13 different file types are listed here. The most common format used for spatial data is shapefile, shortened as SHP. Let's take a look at this list. You can see that there are currently 22 shapefiles stored in the repository. Let's take a quick look at this list. We can see that some datasets contain the word boundary in their name. Let's try and find statistical boundaries for London. Here we go. Let's check what is available here as open data. Here we can find different types of output areas, including lower and middle levels, output areas, also boundaries for wards and boroughs. Let's download the data. The data from the zip folder needs to be extracted into the GIS working environment of your choice, but I strongly recommend that you create one, as spatial files tend to have numerous components. Now let's visualize our data. To begin with, start your QGIS working session. Mac users can find the launcher in Applications folder, and Windows users are likely to have the icon available on their desktops. To import the data, click on the Add Vector Layer button from the vertical left-hand side menu. And navigate to the working directory which you previously created and where you have extracted the content of your zipped folder. Click on Esri folder and find the files with extensions SHP. These are the shape files we are interested in. Excellent. We can import shape files into our working directory, either individually or in a batch. Let's grab them all together. Excellent. Now you can see your shape files are all loaded into GIS Workspace. You can explore how each individual dataset looks like by unticking the box next to each topmost active layer from the list. You may notice the differences between datasets with the same name, such as MSOA, but created in different years. The differences between these boundaries occur due to population changes in the areas. like here, for example. Let's leave one boroughs layer active. We are going to use this layer as a spatial benchmark against which we will map our points data. Both points data and polygon data, which is another name for boundaries we just imported, belong to the categories of shapefiles. To get some points data, let's go back to our London data store and use the same query which selected shapefiles. Now let's scroll down and select dataset called allotment locations. You can notice that there are several download options available for this data: shapefile, tab, and CSV. Let's download shapefile and comma-delimited files. These are the formats QGIS can work with. To import the points data, we can use already familiar Import Vector Data dialog window. Select File with SHP extension and click Open. Excellent! Now you can see your points cloud. Right-click on the dataset and select Open Attribute Table. You can see that your point data has some associated attributes. Each row represents a point on your map, and each column some kind of descriptor, such as location, postcode, name, or managing organization of each particular allotment. Okay, now let's explore another method of point data import. Click on Import Text Delimited Data button and click on Browse on the top of the dialog window. Navigate to your GIS working directory and select Comma-delimited file. Leave all the fields as by default and click OK. Ignore the coordinate reference system error message for the time being. Now you can see how your new points data gets loaded on top of the previous points layer. You can verify that this is exact same data by unticking the topmost layer to visualize the one underneath. You can also verify the attribute table of the newest point data layer. Okay, so So far you learned how to import two main types of vector datasets, points and polygons. Now you can save your project as map in your working directory. And now explore some more datasets from the data store.